So,
Ew.
and yes,
Now,
everyone is bro. No one ever see. Oh wait, I don't have the. Oh, I do have the link. I should. Don't I have it pasted? I do. Oh, I just have a bunch of like crap in my keyboard thingy. Okay, so yeah, it will be, bruh.
I just remembered why I don't really watch go on Instagram anymore. Most of the shit that I see on here is just like caca.
Yeah, dude.
Like
Yeah,
people living their good lives, and then I'm like, I know them in real life, and that's not what they were doing. Or
yeah,
you only
dude.
get like a very very slim glimpse of like what they're doing.
Facts, man. Life be like that. So yeah, hello to the. I never even fucking address the people on YouTube. That's the funny thing. It's like
Wow,
people like
wow,
watch this, and it's like,
horrible
yeah, I just
people.
like talk like it's not being recorded. Yeah, so the YouTube audience, the faithful guys, like actually like a ton, bro. I never thought there was, but so yeah, people like just plug in their earphones or whatever and just like listen in their own time. So it's like, yeah, welcome to all of those chads. Thank you for for showing up, and thank you to the 35 or so people who showed up to this. And we're essentially going to talk about how your life probably sucks. And yes, it's a very like broad topic and it's pretty like vague and stuff, but essentially it's going to encompass just how choices essentially like mold your um the outcome of like your life, or like lead you up to the point where you're at like currently, or where you were before. Hopefully like it's better off, hopefully you're better off. And the realization, like that moment when you realize like, holy shit, I've been like wasting opportunities, I've been thrown chances to the wayside, I haven't been smart with my choices and decisions. And essentially like once you have that, like what's that word, not penultimate, it's a different word, but not epitome as well, but it's just like a fucking like holy shit moment. And then like usually most of the people like they discover self-improvement at that time, and then they get like saved, and then they start investing their time, investing their resources, and making good decisions in their life, and they eventually turn their lives around. But for like normie people, for like people who don't know about most of this stuff, they just like continue going down the dingy dark path to holy hell. Bro, nice meme, bro. Yeah, they usually just like they fuck up, right? And essentially, that did I actually? No, I didn't. I keep on saying that, yeah, I did, but like when you in comparison with other people, like from what I've heard, like I this is like the most online exposure I've had in like such a long time. Like this community in particular, like when it comes to like personal stuff, yeah, I'll be on like gaming forums, but no one ever talks about like their personal life, about their like physique, about their financial situations, about their like childhood or upbringing. It's not very like, deep. It's just like what unit did you pull, and more like general stupid shit, dude. And like video games and stuff. But like here, like you like get to see you get to see like the for the first time like other people's like they explain it themselves. They talk about like their childhoods, their upbringings, and then you're just like you can compare yours with theirs. Like obviously not like in a negative way, not in a way to like prove your superiority or anything, but it's just like interesting to see. It's like, oh, I wasn't the only one who was like fucking depressed all the time, or like was living in like the gulag household where you get like your phone taken off of you and you can't do any shit after like a certain time. Like most people have experienced that, and I thought I was like the only one who fucking had to deal with that. I was like, oh, I was like, this is like an exclusive thing to my family, but I guess it's not. But kind of getting like off topic a bit and stuff. Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, that confused me at first. I saw the rolls, like this so and this is dumb. The like what's it called? It like the party thing with all like the confetti popping up. I forgot to turn that off. But like the roll thing is different. Like it's separate. That's pretty cool. But getting back onto the topic, it's essentially down to your choices, right? And if you're here listening to this, most likely you're on the path to making good choices towards your life, and those good choices are essentially going to make your life have a 180, and they're going to lead you towards a fruitful a fruitful ending, I guess, or like just end result, which is what we're working towards right now every single day. Like we're contributing towards something great. Like you may not see the results now, and that kind of correlates with a video like I just recorded a few like hours ago. And it's just like the race is won when nobody is watching, and I see a lot of people always craving for validation. They're always asking for people to recognize their efforts and stuff, because it kind of sucks, doesn't it, when you go like out of your way to like grind, do some like deep work, like intensive like work towards something like school, university, studying something related to your purpose, some sport, and the recognition isn't there, and the recognition doesn't come from like those around you. Like they just to them they just see it as, yeah, you just like disappeared for a while, but now you're back down and nothing has really changed. But to you, those long grueling hours of you just like being locked in your room, just grinding and cramming stuff for your next exam, like to the other people around you, like your parents, it doesn't matter until they see the end result and they see those good grades on the table, and you feel like that's when the recognition and the commemoration comes in. But beforehand, it's the shitty like basic treatment. It might not be like inherently like negative, but it's just like plain treatments like, oh, you studied well, very good, but like nothing else, and it's like good job. And yeah, but like we all know how hard it is now, and especially I assume most people here are like 14 plus at least, or like over like decent age, and they know like they're not gonna get babied around like they would when they were younger, like they were toddlers and stuff, and you get like praised for doing the most tiniest, littlest things. But like when you reach that age of adolescence and you're going around with doing things that you would think that you should be getting praised for, like yeah, we should be like even saying like, yeah, that's a good job, you've studied, which is something that's becoming underrated, and doing intensive, deep, concentrated work without distractions should be commemorated more, because a good chunk of the population are incapable of doing that. Yeah, there's a lack of what Never said. Yeah, there's like a lack of praise in the world when, especially when you're older, it just like disappears and it doesn't become as evident until you start like winning accolades. As soon as you start like having shiny accomplishments, that the end result is what people are interested in, and that's the thing. No one gives a shit. Like let's take an example. For example, like the press, they're not gonna go cover some like mid-table team in a league who, or like they're not bad, they're not like great, but they're not gonna like go to do interviews on like their training and shit, because like it doesn't really matter. There's nothing to like write a story about, and it's uninteresting to most people. But truly, that's like where the shit and the battle is won, and the when the factors are oh my god, my voice is dying. Sorry. Where the odds are started to be swayed in your own favor is when nobody's watching. So, like, I feel we have to do that a lot more, and we have to just learn to persevere with that. Like, that's the takeaway from this little tangent that I just went on, is that you want to be able to realize that, yeah, no one's watching right now, but realize that your like the people here, this community, like I should mention that people are gonna like commemorate you for like, yeah, 4 hours of studying done a day is something that should be like praised, should be like given a round of applause for, and should be commemorated. So take advantage of that, because a lot of like people in like just normies, your normie people in like your normie friend group, they're not gonna like giving you a pat on the back and praising you for that. But oh well, if they're like not like very good friends with you, but people here on the server, they're gonna recognize that, they're gonna realize the effort that goes in, and the unsung praise that you deserve, you're gonna receive it from them. So take advantage of that, just to fuel you, to keep you motivated, and to keep you going. I feel a lot of that type of work is like needed, and that's why I'm going off with the deep work book. Like now, I'm trying to like essentially get a better grasp of that like whole philosophy, and realize that it's becoming less and less common for people to essentially do uninterrupted work, and that's like the penultimate um exercise or process that's going to sway things in your life in a positive way, and it's starting to get underrated because no one like commemorates that. Like I'm going back to what I was saying before, but it's the truth, and I feel that it needs to be like recognized more. A lot of people have to take advantage of that and realize that that's the thing that's going to turn your life around. If you just like take out time in your day, like instead of just like fuck your like social media time, fuck your YouTube time, and instead take in time for deep uninterrupted work towards one area that you want to improve in. Like obviously just like spread it out between like 8 different tasks. It's not going to be very effective. But knuckle down on whatever it is. Let's say you play or no, that'd be because the time like in training practice can vary. So let's choose something else that's probably more adequate. YouTube, right? Content creation. Let's say you put 2 hours plus minimum every single day towards like your YouTube, your Instagram, your web page, anything, your blog, and you cultivate that, you develop it, and you invest uninterrupted, undistracted, and efficiency optimized time into that project and that endeavor, and you keep doing that every single day, like no without end. You do the bare minimum of 2 hours of just straight work, and come back to me in like 1 year and tell me that you haven't seen like reasonable or adequate results from that. Boom. That like method of trying to hustle to improve has just been lost to time because it's just so easy to every 2 seconds you just open your phone and it's like what's happening on the feed, what's the people saying about me in the group chat and shit, and that needs to be like brushed to the side and separated from our work because these small things, they may seem like small and stuff, but like this the study session that you're putting in on let's say the last Tuesday at like 8 p.m. might be the deciding factor between you getting a B or an A, but you don't know that. And it's these like little choices that they all add up, and it's up to us to like make the most of these choices and make them as positive or as beneficial to us as possible. Yeah. So oh yeah, all the guys. Let me just post it again. Yeah, the guys asking. I need water, dude. I'm dying. I need a think cause I want there's something I was gonna discuss but I never wrote it down and then I forgot. So I'm gonna probably just waffle till I find that. Oh yeah, opportunities. I guess like the treat like the no the trinity of like things I'm gonna discuss here is gonna be like work optimization, opportunities, and crowd. I forgot the other thing. No, not opportunity. It's something else. Bro, why does this always happen? Just why you take down, at least take down some bare bone notes. Taking advantage of opportunities, like just to elaborate on that further, is also something that will. The lack of doing that is what leads a lot of people's lives to suck because they always like complain and they say they don't have X, they don't have Y, they don't have Z. Boom. When you like go back in time and just like work through like their timeline of choices that led them up to the point that they're in, odds are they had a lot of opportunities available to them. Like their parents may have like offered to sign them up for piano lessons, guitar lessons, music lessons in general, just as something aside from school and something outside to do, and they easily have enough time to do it, right? But they turned it down, and you don't know. That's like a possible career opportunity turned down. Like you can't say for certain, but it is something that it's a skill and it's a skill that can be nurtured. It's a skill that can be developed, and by doing so, you can open pathways, gateways, bridges to even more further opportunities that can possibly provide you with monetary value or even more than just that. But you never know because you just chose to turn it down, and instead you chose to indulge and playing video games with the boys on a Friday night instead instead of taking advantage of those opportunities. And I was guilty of that when I was younger. Like I was in like so many, like over a dozen like different clubs and stuff. And instead of sticking with most of them, I just like turned them down. Anytime my mom would tell me to go, I was like, nah, I rather just. What was I even doing? Like when I was like 12 on like summer on a summer day. I guess I was doing stupid shit, bro. I was like playing freaking Pokemon, bro. Like shiny hunting and like competitively battling and stuff. Like I was wasting my opportunity. Like I just plainly blankly, I was wasting my opportunities. I wasn't smart with what I was doing, and I'm here to warn people here. Like I'm here to like advise them that you like if you take advantage of your opportunities. I assume most people are young. Like I'm asking just again, but like they're like 14, 15, 16. At all costs, like even if it's at school, I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care. Like if you have the necessary time to dedicate or to just delegate towards that opportunity, I'm pleading with you to actually just take it and see how it goes, because you never know, and you're better off safe than sorry by taking advantage of what you have access to. And this can just go for like a sport as well, because like you never know, potential is unrealized on until it is realized. And once it's realized, that could be like the turning point in your life. That could be like the pivotal like change in your life that can just like grant you monetary success. And it's just as easy as that. And how did you achieve all of that? You simply just chose to try, and you chose to give it a chance. And I feel like just doing that, like putting yourself out there, trying things just for the sake of trying them, see if you like them, see if you don't, and if you don't, fine, you move on to something else. But being idle, being waiting for things to just fall on your lap and to fall from the skies and the heavens onto you is never a good way to progress in life. And that's just like the trap that a lot of people, a lot, I just want to call them like normies or like spurgs, just like the general term that Hamza just uses to describe these types of people. They don't seize opportunities, they don't seize chances, and they don't seize the possibilities that are just like available to them. And as a result, they're led to worser and worser conditions until they're lamenting their current situations. And it's so bad once you get to that point. Like I was there a few times, but then I wisened up. I started taking advantage of opportunities, and I turned shit around. So what's let me just tell this guy to elaborate, bro. Maybe he didn't hear me. Maybe I wasn't clear with it. But, oh my god, chat's too funny. Who else? Someone asked a question. How's Acolyte given out? Essentially, just like show common sense. Like over like just like for example, in this lecture, you can just I guess write down notes that'd be probably like warranted, or like that warrant a promotion that show that you're contributing, because other people can utilize those notes as well. So what else was I gonna talk about? Oh, so I was saying like opportunities at school. No, it's not the same as disciple. It's kind of it's essentially just like you're not a spurg, and you can just have access to more, like you can react to messages, you can have access to a different chat that you can post images in. Like it's just better and separates you from the spurgs. But what I was saying last year about like taking advantage of opportunities, like I'm telling you, in like for example at school, there are a lot of like extracurricular like clubs, like high school as well, what I'm referring to. And you never know, like even if it's just like a sport, anything like related to sports like football, basketball, just try it and see like what happens with it, because it could be like that the ticket to your future financial success. Like you never know. And that's the game that we're just like playing in life. It's about taking advantage of chances, and chances come and chances go. But the more you take, the more better of a chance that you have of being fulfilled and reaching the the point in life that you want to reach. School itself, well, that is an opportunity in itself, but it depends on what like you want to get out of it. Like, what do you want to do like in school? Like, obviously, you want to like figure it out as fast as possible. And like I say that people in schools will say like, it's okay, you don't know what you want to do. Now you want to know what you want to do, because the sooner you do, the better, and the sooner you do, the faster that you can like pinpoint. Okay, this is what I'm learning. For example, you can discover or develop an interest in computer science, in software engineering, programming, and let's say you develop that at like 13, and that's good because you're a good chunk and ahead of all your competition. You can start grinding sooner, and by the time you get to university and college, you have a jump on the competition. You have an edge, and the chances of you doing well and succeeding are better because you're not like just choosing to be an all rounder, which is essentially what high school does. It like teaches you to be good at all these different things that probably won't benefit you at all in life, and they have like no practical applications for you that you can translate to any monetary or financial gain. So learn a skill, and hopefully like you can discover that at a young age. Last year, bro, it's time, bro. Like this is the Hamza technique. Like after this, like just turn off your like technology, go stare at your wall for a while and brainstorm. And if that doesn't work, whip out your journal and start writing down your interests, and eventually just like pinpoint an area that you feel like you can specialize in or you have interest in, choose to learn about it, and choose how you can just start, which is the hardest part. And a lot this often gets like neglected because people are just like they always say like, I'm not going to make assumptions on you specifically, but a lot of people who've said similar that I've known, that they're the same type of people who just be like scrolling on Snapchat and Instagram forever, and they won't take the time out just to brainstorm, which is something that is like in itself, just like deep work is like a forgotten art, because that's where new ideas are generated. Then you write them down and then you take action. Yeah, it will help. Trust me. Does Hamza usually do lecture? Not anymore. You used to back like, what's the last one you done? Like back in like the, oh, you done a stream like a few weeks ago, but that was like 2 3 weeks ago. That's a while ago now. Not often is the point. Wish it was more often. Bruh, let's see. It do be, bro. I remember the force staring at my walls, bro, when I was younger. It's just get all your technology taken off of you. It's just like, man, it's time to stare at the wall and do a lot of the bare bone activities, which you would think at that age. I always used to think, why am I? It's not fair. I just want to fucking play some games and shit, dude. It's like I didn't have any understanding of, oh shit. As soon as you're living on your own, like I am right now, it's like you have bills to pay and you have things to do, and it's like nah, none of that mattered to me. I was just all about like instant gratification, having pleasure. But the sooner you realize that you have an objective to fulfill, and there's a lot more influence on your life than you may think, even at like a young age. Like you can still garner and amass financial equity just from utilizing what's available to you, developing skills, starting entrepreneurial, I guess, ventures and capitalizing on them. And I wish I'd done a lot of that when I was younger, but I was just like, nah. And now I'm like 18. I'm just like doing my own thing. It's like, yeah, I'm working on it now, but things would have been better if I realized a lot sooner. Do, 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 do. Yeah, this quote from Elian: "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." And the type of luck we're talking about is just like giving yourself more exposure and more of a chance to succeed, instead of the normie luck, which is like, I hope I win the lottery ticket, and like I hope I find some like suitcase full of like 10 grand or some shit. Like that's like stupidity luck, and it's just like fucking wishful. wishful thinking that's like never going to amount to anything. The type of luck we're talking about is just like increasing your odds of success, which is taking advantage of your opportunities, having more action, attending more useful like events and lectures. I guess such as this one, but like no, I mean like actual ones, which are like you never know. Like I've always heard of it in like books and stuff. Like you have some guy who like goes to some like business or entrepreneurial like expo, I think is what they're called, and then you like meet a contact and you talk with him for a while, and then before you know it, you start a successful business with him, and it turns out to be very very profitable. But that wouldn't have happened if you just chose to stay indoors, sit on your couch, order the pizza, and then watch the Friday night of football or the Friday night football match. Like it's just it's about getting out there more, and it's about capitalizing on opportunities. Do I need to get good? Yeah, bro, you need crazy grades. That's what I'm studying right now, bro. Computer science. You know, to do computer science, particularly to learn coding and stuff, you don't need a degree. Like you could probably just like do some boot camp or something. But bro, I bust this time last year. I was busting my ass to get good grades, and it paid off. First year of CS degree could have went better. It's kind of like a L. I might have to reset a few modules, but like it's nothing that I can't fix. By the end of the summer, it should be good. Just a lot of moving and shit. New country, bro. Like if I was probably just like studying at home, it probably would have been a lot better. But bro, like I had a lot of like personal shit going on as well. But getting into the course itself is you're gonna have to work, bro. Very very hard, and especially in maths, like there's a lot of what's the term, entry requirements that need you to have a good level and proficiency with maths. So time to grind, bruh. I need to get to the working my ass off phase. That's what I'm gonna do today. Like I'm literally going to go home. Like I was doing it yesterday. I got like 2 to 3 hours in of like messing around, tinkering around with some coursework or lab work is what it's called. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. I need to get to better grasp of fundamentals, and it's just about like before I wasn't just like I didn't have like any direction or any like purpose or any like intrinsic drive to motivate me to do that work. And that's like my main issue. I discovered that like I always be like it's so like my mind always like rationalize me to take like break or rationalize me taking breaks off. So it'd be like, oh okay, yeah, you can just do it like the next day, and then the next day it'd be like, oh, you just do it later on, and then it just falls into a spiral. And before you know it, 1 month passes, and then you're like fucked, right? So it's about you have the thought like even if it just comes into your mind right now, like you think that, oh, I'm interested in this, I want to try it, like write it down, and then as soon as possible ASAP just capitalize, start learning about it. That's like me with video editing, which is probably like the W, and like Photoshop and just like studying like YouTube and shit. That was like the W of the year for me. It's just like I had the thought. I was like, yeah, I've always wanted to learn how to like make thumbnails, how to edit and shit, and I just done it. Like instead of just like procrastinating and like watching all of like the videos, like it's so easy to fall into that trap about like, oh, this is what you have to do to get like 10k subs, 100k subs. And just like watch 1 or 2 videos and then get in, start experimenting with stuff, get yourself some raw footage to mess around with, and then you learn from there. Motivation for computer science now, I guess it's that I want to travel, dude. Like I want to have like a skill set that gives me um the capabilities and like a degree that also allows me to just like apply for any like company, like pretty much anywhere, and the skill set as well, like I said. And I want to develop that, and since I just have like a general interest in computers and stuff, like the coding of like I was always like wondering like how the coding of like RNG for like video games and stuff. I'm not gonna do like video gaming specifically, but probably app development. Like I've always want to make like a good like the skill. What's happening with the skill tree? Something similar to that, but like a little bit different form. Essentially, like a deep work, not like UI, but like a deep work app that essentially like you can log your time for projects and stuff. As I'm gonna learn like what's it called, app development, yeah, in my own time after like I catch up um with the coursework on my course. As well, I'm going back to like the freedom to like travel around, bro. Imagine how sick it'd be, dude. Like, I could just like apply for. That's what I'm gonna do. Like to some country that or like some part of the world I've always wanted to go to. Like I don't even know if there's any like fucking tech companies down like South America, but or like Central America. But that'd be so cool. Imagine just like I've been in this like the upper like Central European and the British Isles part of Europe for like the majority of my life. Well, I'm just like going out to somewhere else, and you have like the skill set to back it up, and all you have the degree, you have the portfolio, and you can just like travel. And it's not like the complete like free financial freedom or whatever, or like the passive income like dream that people like Hamza and other self improvement YouTubers go on about. MJ DeMarco goes on about it in the Millionaire Fast Lane as well. But that could be it's a start, and then you kind of develop it into your own thing. Start doing your own projects, and maybe have like that one hit wonder um project that pops off, becomes like its own full business, and that becomes like the thing that gives you financial freedom. Yeah, in the countryside. But I don't even know you can do that. Probably remote working, but like the internet be shit, dude. Nah, like I'm talking like some city. Well, what's a city? I was thinking of Asia, just like America, like America, South America, anywhere. So anywhere different from where I'm at currently. I'll probably be in a city or like a suburban area. So what's a good place? I don't want to go like LA or some, bro. Nah, but I always just like idolize those places as a kid, but like now it's like I'm not interested in like all the big American cities. So I'm just gonna essentially go. It's gonna sound weird, but I'm essentially gonna go like exploring or something, bro, and just see what happens and just see where I land. Yeah, but yeah, that's essentially what I was talking about. Bro, we got so sidetracked. What do you do after you lose motivation? Let's go. Yeah, I guess it's about your rediscovering Zumi. It's about like rediscovering the why or what like, and this is gonna take a lot of like the bro science like fucking habits and shit. So going back to the staring at the wall. Oh my god, the stumbling, dude. Staring at the wall thing, which is very good. And then just like what's that word that everyone not virtualize the shit where people like imagine like their ideal circumstance. Like I forgot what it's called. Oh god damn it. Visualize would be just like a synonym for that as well. I forgot what it is, but essentially just like visualize your ideal like outcome and your ideal situation, and everything's like worked out, everything's planned out, and then you realize that the work that you're doing that may seem boring, so like studying, so like more random stuff, realize that it's gonna contribute towards you getting to that point. And that's essentially the whole concept behind like the race is won when nobody's watching, because that's gonna get you to that moment, like that picturesque scene where you're just like smiling, you have the happy family, you're like in your like dream home, you have all the things you ever wanted. So you're essentially gonna have to work towards getting that. Manifest, yeah. But like less so, but like in conjunction with action, because like there's that like lazy people manifestation where you just like dream about it, but like you never do anything. Like I like the idea behind it, but like it's kind of like similar to the fucking. I remember I forgot what book it was, but it said something about it that it was very fucking funny. It's like people are just like, oh, I want to get there, and like as long as I like think it and will it into existence, it will happen. But obviously, that's not the case. You're gonna need action still. Oh, why? You kind of do, but it depends. Like what you're gonna need a why, because then why else are you doing the thing you're doing? Like maybe because it's like fun, I guess. But even then, that could be the why. You just like enjoy doing it. So it gives you direction, which a lot of people lack. I feel that's the main takeaway from it. What else was I gonna? There's some other Good question that some guy wrote. Bro, this happens when you don't go scripted. So around the boys aren't here. When the boys are here, they can like hop on the call and ask questions and stuff. It says weed is bad. Right, I think I don't even know, bro. Like, yeah, I guess it is, bro. Weed is bad, bro. The whole like Hamza said, it's like, bro. Obviously, like you don't need someone to tell you like fucking smoking some. Like, what does it classify as? I don't even know. I'm not like a narcotics expert, but it's bad, right? um, let's see. Do, 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 do. There's a quite I found it, but like scroll past it. Oh yeah, this guy. Yeah. Yes, you can make a shit ton of money from computer science. I think that's from like just like a job, which it is. Like it's not like an entrepreneurial like venture. It's just like you working for someone else and they pay you. Like yes, probably it's like I think it pays more than doctors now. Cause bro, there's that like crazy trend when everyone like forced all their kids to become doctors, and then there's just like a massive oversaturation of doctors, and then it's like obviously there's tons of them, so we pay them less because they're just like everywhere. But like compared to like software engineering, programming, mathematical, holy crap, mathematical skills, those are in like shortage and are in demand, so like the pay is naturally gonna scale with that. Yeah, holy hell. Oh, syntax is here. A the maths, of course. Basic maths at least. If you're even if you're not gonna like mess around with like analytics and stuff, or what's that? Yeah, data structures. Like you're gonna want to know how to do like fucking 8 times 8, bro. If you can't do your times tables, bro, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I was listening to what YouTuber. I'm not gonna name who he was, bro. He was like struggling to do like 7 times 5, and I was like, bro, what? It's like nah, dude. Yeah, if you can do the basic shit, I guess. But it depends on what like area you want to go into. Like, there's less math involved area, but like just a basic fundamental understanding of the concepts is necessary to some degree. Bro, I kind of got like the big bulk of one I wanted to talk about, which was just take advantage of opportunities, make your choices, make the right choices. Like holy shit, man, people just do not do that enough. I feel that I've already gone over it, but like, please, bro, like take time to like actually think. Like people always have to realize they have an ample amount of time to like think about making choices. I remember when I was like picking out the courses like I wanted to do for like university, and it's like I was literally like, speed running that shit, dude, just to fucking get back to watching whatever I was watching on YouTube, dude. I was like, okay, I could have probably picked like better choices. I probably could have like landed in a better, not a better, like per se, but a different like probably like a university closer to home. But I was like, nah. I need to like chase my comfort ASAP. And obviously, that's the wrong thing to do. And lastly, saying that it's not for you, bro. Just go and grind maths. What's that thing that what's his name? That other mod always like recommends. I forgot. Is he online? No, he's not online. Shivan, yeah, or Shivin. He always recommends go on Khan Academy and just grind out maths, bro. That's your best bet. Like people are always like saying, it's not for me, but bro, you probably have time to grind shit out. Yeah, it's gonna be boring. It's gonna be painful, and there's probably not gonna be like people like fucking encouraging you to keep on doing it. But like, just know that you're getting better the more time you put into it. And it's pretty much about comes down to like the talent, the nature versus nurture debate, man. It's like just grind, bro, and you'll become better. Like it's literally like impossible to say like you won't. If you're like doing it seriously and you're actually like utilize putting in like good work in that's advocated in the deep work. I guess can you call it a philosophy? I guess you can. or just like process or technique. So it's time to grind maths, bro. If you're like deficient in that area, that's what I'm gonna do over the summer as well, bro. My math skills have fallen apart, bro. I can barely do like calculus, dude. I fucking forgot all of it because I haven't used it in so long. I became rusty, so I need to fix that. Yeah, I'm joining a gym also, bro. I've been, I've had the resource. Even if I'm not gonna like for the summer, it's a must. I must get to the gym. Just mess around. Outdoor workouts are becoming stale, bro. And I need what do I need? I just need to cut down. I need to get more shredded. Like my six pack's starting to fade. I need to put more emphasis on that. So I forgot what was the core exercise. And I can't do sit ups anymore, dude. That only works like if you're trying to like get first reveal them, dude. Then after that, it's like a shitty exercise for core.
Eh,
Yeah, I'm thinking of how I'm gonna get a more exposed six pack.
lower
Yeah,
your body fat percentage.
yeah, I know that, but like core exercise, that or exercises that target the core. I'm gonna do that. What's the thing that Viva recommend? Like leg raises. I hate those so much though. Like they're not hard. I can
Well, you
do
can
it.
do
Yeah, they're
Russian
annoying.
twists.
Nah, those
Russian
are like
twists.
baby food, bro. In terms of
Hey,
like
hey, hey.
exercise.
Russian twists. I mean, what they did, not your abs, but whatever the fuck its son decides of your
Yeah,
abs.
yeah, true. I need like make it like 80 reps or something insane though, because they're just like fucking. They're
Just do
too
it with a
easy,
heavy
dude.
weight
Yeah, that
or
as well.
something.
Yeah,
I've
bro.
seen people do it with medicine balls, or whatever. They have like they just hold a weight and then they do a twist, and
Yeah,
then it requires more force, I guess, to do the twist or more
yeah.
resistance,
Yeah, and you do
something like
more leg raises, but like it's not like hard. Like I can do like a lot in a row, but it's just like fuck, bro. I just
that. Yeah,
rather
but then
not.
it's just endurance
Yeah,
then.
I rather
But
just sit down, bro. I don't want to fuck with them. Yeah, I'll do it anyway. Yeah, and then the good abs. The abs are still good, but like I need better. It's the chest, bro. Doing 200 push-ups like every single day for like I've kind of like
chest
I've
press,
yeah, my bro. I have
chest
like
press that shit.
god tier chest. I don't even do like chest press. I don't do like any like gym
Yeah,
exercises.
I think gym would help
Yeah,
more
well,
because what you usually do body weight exercises, and then once you add some weight, and then your muscles gonna pop off.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll sub in a cheap one. I got the gym membership. Yeah, eventually,
Uh,
like next month. Yeah, dude. Because now I'm just like coping, dude. I'm like saying, I kept on saying, oh, I can't afford that. And like, oh, I'm like keep on moving and shit. It's like, okay, now enough, bro. Like, just get it
I
all
mean, I can afford it. I just can't. It's not even I can't find the time because I realized I have a lot of time that I use for nothing. It's just literally just starting the habit is hard as fuck. It's like when you have an essay to write, the first sentence is always the hardest, but then once you start and then it's fairly straightforward, you get into the flow. So I need to do that with working out.
see. What? Dude, nah, I have to stop. Okay. I think we're done here, bro. I got my
Hey,
point across. I was just like extra
frustrating.
time, man. Let's see. How can I just like random ass talk? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This is not even gonna be a good recording. I remember the last one I done was like fire for YouTube, but this one's like dry, bro, because nothing scripted. It's just like me talking shit. But yeah,
Weighted push-ups, yeah, I
yeah, I
guess. If
guess.
you get a weighted, bro, why are weighted vests so fucking expensive? I
Oh
swear you
nah,
can
bro,
get
go
them
on
for.
Wish and you get one for like £10, bro.
But it also depends on like the fuck, not proportion, but the distribution of weight also plays a role. So like the more expensive ones are they're just nicer because they're distributed
Yeah,
well.
like the one like Chris Harrier has, or like he has on his website. Those ones go fucking hard, bro. They're expensive as fuck, but holy shit, I might actually cop one of those. Do rated running, dude. Like I've always seen wanted to try that shit. It's just like go chestless at like 7 a.m. Fucking strap on the. I don't even know how heavy they are. All I know is that they're heavy. Let's fucking run. Yeah, man. But yeah, thank you people for turning. I'm not ending the lecture. I'm ending the recording. So yeah, thank you YouTube people for. I hope that the first it was rambly as hell because no script and it was also like what's it called? A lot of like sidetracking and shit. But yeah, thank you for listening and shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah.